1-2, welcome along to the Bay Oval. One, two. Welcome to the Bay Oval for the second game here at the Dulux Tradies XI. The ACC team warm up out there, looking dangerously stiff and unorganised. Bit of a shambles, really. Chris Key there makes a replacement. Crowd starting to flow in. Pants man Joel Harrison out there in the middle. Rain stayed away. It's a little few splatters here and there. More splatters in the caravan, if I'm honest. Well, good afternoon and welcome along to Bay Oval, the Dulux Tradies XI here in the Bay Oval. We've had one game already, a knockout game to get to the championship, and now it is the Titans versus the ACC team. And it's a pleasure to welcome along into the ACC caravan, a slightly wet and damp ACC caravan, James Marshall. James, you've been out, you played a game already. How's the pitch playing?
Playing well. It's the last time I'll venture out there tonight, Mike, after losing that first game.
Yeah, the Gladiators knocked out. Didn't see a lot of disappointed faces in that team though, because you got some very heavy, how would you say, socialisers.
Well, preparation last night was top of the best. To say that.
It certainly wasn't. Bit of first night fever here at the Bay Oval for this event. But there's two qualifying games before we go to the championship game. Disappointing news, if you're watching around the world, no Jason Hoyt today. He's got a mallet finger. He's been the subject of a number of disgraceful run-outs and incidents of the Tradies 11s throughout the years. At one stage at Clifton, he swung the bat so hard he spun around, landed on his back, and he, like a turtle, he couldn't get out, up again, and got stumped. Last year, of course, involved in the famous Sterling Cleaver mix-up, as the ACC team have a photo out in the middle, which is with the opening batsman. So, James, the ACC team never won a game. We've been playing cricket for 5 years now. Just missing that something. Don't know what it is. I think it may be skill. It may be talent. I'm not sure which of both is lacking more.
Well, if you look at the team, the physiques of the players are definitely not an issue. They look like athletes. They look like they've worked hard and prepared for this game.
Yeah. Well, if preparing hard is pounding beers and partying, then they've done it just a sensational job. It's going to be, it looks like it's Dylan Cleaver. I've had to come in the commentary booth. There's Jason Hoyt. I'm not sure what's happening to him. Have you seen a mallet finger? Whereas when the tendons all seize up, the finger just remains bent. And a few rugby players have had it, and they've basically just cut the finger off and just got rid of it just to deal with it. You have to kind of the knuckle. And that's what I suggested for
overuse.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. He claims he just knocked it on a fridge door. But some say he might be just a bit too much finger banging has caused that. It's called a mallet finger, but I like to call it the finger banging finger.
It's heavily strapped.
It is heavily strapped as he makes his way in and into the caravan. The team are a little bit disarray. I'm the captain, and Dylan Cleaver's trying to set the field, and no one's listening to him. And it's going to be the ACC winner, Kurt, who's going to open up now.
Where's Kurt from?
Kurt is from Tauranga, actually. He's from the Bay. So he plays a little bit of cricket. He rolls the arm over. So he's going to open up for the ACC here.
A local legend.
Yeah, well, plays a bit of club cricket, apparently. Ben Hurley's come on, and so where am I fielding? Way on the boundary fence, Ben Hurley.
Premature start of the match.
Yeah, so look, he's got a ring field here, isn't he? He's only got a fine leg is necessary down there with Benai Stewart.
Point's looking like a baseball manager.
Jason, he's got a dangerous thing.
Trying to direct the game.
Look at his gait. He walks like a duck. He's got dangerously skinny pins. You seen them? So we're going to get things underway here at the Bay Oval. Dulux Tradies 11. It's the ACC versus the Titans. And the first ball is going to come in from Kurt. Full. Oh, it's just whipped down the corner. Down to fine leg. Except he didn't need a fine leg. It's Manai Stewart. Comes off the fence down there. There's Fluoro Tradies. So what's the pass score out here, Jimmy?
107 definitely isn't a pass score, but it's actually not a bad wicket, to be honest with you.
Looks a bit green, doesn't it?
Green, but the ball's actually coming on, so if you see your arm, as you saw with Coleman, it's 6.
Oh, jeez, winds into that. You can't get out first ball. You can't get a golden duck, so you get a free swing. So both batsmen have had their free swing here, so it's game on now. As Matt Heath has thrown his shoulder out in the first over. Good solid start though from Kirk. He's got a lovely little action, isn't he? Just almost a Kyle Rackerman lean back.
I haven't seen him for long around here, but
yeah, it looks like he's holding back a little bit.
He recognises what this game's about.
Yeah, I think so. But,
I'm looking forward to seeing Dean Blackwood come out.
A little bit of swing there in the air. It's driven out through covers. Chris Key is out there sweeping on the point boundary. Chris Key had his first net session yesterday, ever.
Never picked up a bat from his eye.
Nope, never. I don't know how you go through a life as a...
So you're basically swapped to Jason Point for like for like.
Yes, absolutely like for like as Kurt comes in. What's that one up? It's driven wide of cover. Lee Baker. It's going to be Pantsman. That's going to run away to the boundary for 4. Pantsman, Joel Harrison chases after it, but gee, Lee Baker looks slow on the turn there at mid-off, and that's a beautiful shot, straight down the boundary. That's the end of the first over. And the Titans, 8 without loss. Chief is on 7 and Shiva is on 1. As Kurt Golding finishes. Yeah, so there's a bit of moisture in here, Jason. I don't know if you've heard, we lost the roof on the way. So we lost the roof on the motorway. If you saw it, did you see anything? Any debris on the motorway on your way here? Oh, okay, well. So Dylan Cleaver is going to bring himself on. Just bowls a few little tweakers. Dylan Cleaver, former CD representative. Yeah. Well, I actually might pass you over to Jason Hoyt here, who's going to jump on the commentary and join James Marshall.
First time reading the commentary box with you, Jason. In the van.
Yeah, that's true, Marshy. She's looking like a green top there, mate.
It looks green, but I think the bowling's not going to
cause any great difficulties.
I don't think so.
Yes, very much cleaver dibbly dobblies, aren't they? What do they used to bowl tweakers? I think little offies. It's not bad. Nicely driven down the ground. These two look serious. These two opening batsmen, I've got to say.
Well, yesterday net session, I had a very old nets.
Oh, did you guys actually practice? Did you?
Well, half the team set Dulux. It's those beach chairs.
Yeah.
The other half train.
Right. Which one were you? Or did you sort of flip between the two?
Probably more beach chair, but definitely got multiple.
Right.
It's not career ending, is it?
Well, Cleaver here and nicely chopped off the stumps. I did it a little while back, and strangely enough, Marshy, it was with the ACC, where I was grabbing something off the ground and I just knocked it, not particularly severely at all. And then I went back into the office, Cleaver again, he just tries to hoik this off his pads. And I went back into the office and have you ever heard of brewer's droop?
Never heard of a brewer's droop.
That's basically when you can't get an erection, Marshy, because you've had too much to drink. You never heard of it? I'm amazed you've never heard of brewer's droop.
I've heard of a few others, but I wouldn't probably say it on.
Right. And it looked like, so basically the tip of my finger was pointing downwards, and I was like, what the hell has happened to my finger? And it didn't improve, and I couldn't straighten it, and I was told I had mallet finger, which is quite a common thing to happen apparently, where the tendon basically explodes.
Oh.
And so I said I had this cricket match coming up, and this is Keezy. Oh dear. And he said, if you get a knock on it again, you might as well chop the bastard off, pretty much.
Actually, Lane was saying before, many rugby player does that.
What's that?
Many a rugby player
Yes.
has done that.
Oh, ball from Keezy. Bit of a misfield by Pants. Joel out there at cover. He's all enthusiasm, but not much coordination. So you already played, Marshy? How did it go?
Well, we didn't actually.
Oh, dearie me.
That's not the best. But I've heard this is his first game, so we've got to
Yes,
give him a little leeway.
He's got all the physical attributes of a good bowler. He's tall. He's got a bit of junk in the trunk. He's pretty fit and healthy. He should be steaming in, but obviously lacking in a bit of confidence at the moment, having never bowled a ball in his life. And this is the conundrum for the ACC. Another beamer. The conundrum for the ACC is it's really got to the point where we're employing players who don't even play cricket. But he's doing all right for someone that's. Well, that was a shocker.
You'll have to change the channel to see that one.
Yeah. So how did you go? Did you open the bat? Where did you bat?
Batted at 3.
Yes.
We actually didn't get too bad a start. Porno, he got about 20 odd.
Yes.
And I got 20, 21. And we were about 60 for not many. But then they bowled quite well. A lot of dot balls, and we only got 207.
Was that, do you think, because the fellas were feeling pretty good initially and then the booze wore off from the night before and they were just straight into a heady hangover?
I'd say you probably hit it on the head there.
Yeah. Do you ever play hangover? Did you ever play hangover, Marshy?
As a young fellow, it was definitely the old game. Plenty of times in club cricket in England.
Sure.
Season.
Yeah.
Actually, one year I got 100, so hungover.
Oh dear, there's another shocker from Keezy.
That I had to, the captain told me I was not allowed in bed till before 2 a.m.
Right.
Then I started to have a bit of a form, lack of form, we should say, and I was told to go to bed early.
Sure. I made the mistake of being very hungover when I was umpiring once, and it happened to be at quite an important game. I think it was Parnell versus North Shore, two big clubs in Auckland, with both teams having some very difficult characters from an umpiring perspective.
Can you name them?
No, I can't. But
these are like 1980s, 1990s stalwarts when you were,
early 2000s. This is a good ball from Baker. He's a handy cricketer, Lee. We used to play a lot of backyard cricket, Lee Baker and I. And I was pretty hungover, and it was a very good lesson for me to learn. Never do that again, Woody J. Keezy, what happened? Got Keezy, who's just had his first bowl out there in the middle. How'd you go, Keezy?
G'day, fellas. I think the proof was very much in the pudding.
Did you actually complete the over, or did they take you off?
I have no idea. I kept asking how many balls remained, and they kept saying 6.
Was that because of the number of wides, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. The word free hit was... Oh, it's a good hit. The word free hit was used quite a lot while I was out there. But I didn't realise I had to bowl. I thought I just got to bat and field and I wouldn't have to worry about bowling.
Right, okay. So they chucked you on the deep end early.
Dulux was a big part of Dulux when they signed the contract. They wanted Keezy to bowl.
Oh, wow. Well, to be honest, next time I'd like to be present in that sales meeting.
Big top edge there from... Do we have... Oh, here we go. There's a score. This is very professional, isn't it?
That was Chief. I'm actually gassed from that bowling as well. So it's the first time I've ever stood on an actual cricket pitch and bowled a ball at wickets.
Yeah.
Was it evident?
It was evident, Keezy.
Slightly.
But, for as Marshy was saying, for someone that was their first go, you did pretty averagely.
I was going to say, it felt like I was massively embarrassing myself out there. And the good thing is, I've taken your place in the batting order, Jace.
Yes, I've heard you're opening the batting.
So I'm opening with Dylan Cleaver, and it's become quite evident that this is just a humiliate Keezy day.
You'll be great, mate. I'm confident you'll get in double figures. Very confident.
See, now if I don't, I'm going to be absolutely distraught. But to be honest, if I'm hitting what I was bowling, I'd be confident. There'd at least be a few sort of free runs in there for me to get. So,
well, look, as long as they don't open with
Kyle Mills.
Kyle Mills.
Right. He's not in this team, is he?
They're allowed to invite one player into bowl.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah. So he may very well be opening the bowling.
You weren't here when the rules were read, were you?
No, absolutely not. Oh, Ben Hurley.
Ben Hurley comes chundering in and full toss on. He plays on. First ball from here, Hurley. It wasn't a great delivery. Full toss outside the off stump, little inside edge onto the wickets there, and finally the ACC get a breakthrough. The Titans 25 for 1.
Well, I'm going to say, if you need to make some impact, Hurley's the man for the job. Love how the boys get around him too. Is that pretty standard in cricketing circles? You all get around one another?
Oh, we love a hug.
Yeah.
Nice and tight.
And, there's nothing like a good pat on the arse too, I find, in cricket. And
you hold it for a bit. You don't just whip it off quickly.
Yeah, sure. Oh no, I always went straight for the arse, Marshy. I was a big chatter on the field, also a big arse patter.
One thing, Jace, I don't. Every time I did anything, including something terrible, everyone was like, "Nice bowling, Keezy." Is that what's it called? Being sarcastic, or is that them being nice?
That's called taking the piss, Keezy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
To others, it's encouragement.
Right.
But to you, it might have been taking the piss.
Damn it.
It depends when people were saying it. Were they laughing?
No, they were looking at me quite earnestly and genuinely wanting me to succeed.
Yeah.
So that made it so much worse. And the other bad thing too is that I've got a sore arm already from doing nothing.
It's amazing, isn't it, how painful cricket is. I'm just looking at Hurley's run-up here, Marshy. That's a phenomenally long run-up for someone bowling 70k. Don't you think? That's a massive run-up.
It is.
Well, he's like
you're only meant to be 5 steps too, so he's...
Is that one of the rules?
It's one of the rules with the Kyle Mills rule.
Man, he's putting some sauce on it.
Wow. When you say sauce, it's about, I'd say Vittori's slow ball. What are you bowling, Marshy?
I bowled off spin today.
Yes.
I'm slowly, my run-up's got less shorter and shorter as the years have gone on.
Fair enough, mate.
It's young boys can bowl now. I think once you pass 40, you've got a right to just
look.
Say I'm not available.
I've just hit my 40s, Marshy, and I found, and I've seen some replays of my batting, and I'm fiercely disappointed not to play today because I wanted to redeem myself, because the impression out there is that when it comes to batting, I'm absolutely shithouse. But back in the day, I was a very handy opening batsman, though that's hard to believe given the video that's been taken of these ACC matches.
Marshy, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
What did I have?
A beer?
No, I didn't have a beer. No, I just had, I think I had a little cooked brekkie, scrambled eggs, some beans, mushrooms, hash browns.
Oh, big appeal for LBW, not out, says the umpire, whoever that is. Where are you? Are you at the hotel, are you?
Yeah, what is it?
The Trinity?
Trinity?
By the bridge there, yep.
Yeah, nice.
So welcoming.
Do
you get shivers
every time? Are you being serious?
No, I walked down and she goes, "You're back."
Oh, right.
And she thought I was Hamish.
Oh, okay.
After the Black Clash. So I was like...
That can be a two-edged sword. You know, that can be, oh, you're back, as in, welcome back, it's nice to see you again, and you're back. You got on the Terps really heavily the last time you were there, and they were like, oh, it's this fella again.
Wow.
Who knows? Hurley again. Oh, it's a full toss down the leg side.
Well, obviously after the Black Clash, you guys left quite a good reputation because they've been very welcoming.
Yes.
Very hospitable.
Oh, I was straight to bed, mate. That's exhausting, the Black Clash.
Well, that's a lie, Jace. You came to my room for a pizza party for an hour.
Oh, that's true.
And we watched White House Down with Gerard Butler. Actually, no, he was in a submarine, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But the good thing was that the party was happening right outside Jace's door, so he went to bed but didn't actually get to sleep until 4 a.m.
Also, Marshy, I was right next to the pool that was outside, so there was a party inside and some drunken revellers outside doing bombs in the pool till about 3 in the morning.
That would have been you, what, 10 years ago?
Oh, 15.
15?
Marshy, 15. Now, explain to me what's going on here, that they're only bowling from one end.
Saves time. That's why the
Oh,
5 ball
okay.
overs just... It's got,
Oh, are they 5 ball overs?
God, see, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
No, it's trying to get the game moving.
Right.
You know.
As Mania comes in, who's famous for his stock wrong, and apparently that's his go-to.
Dinger.
We'll see you later, fellas.
See ya, Kesey. Good luck out there, mate. Get your body behind it. Oh, Jesus. That is a massive floating ball. It's dropped. Oh, no, it's square leg. It was an absolute dolly of a delivery. Just looped up there. He smashed it to square leg. And I don't know who that is. That Lane out there, maybe? Hurley, great start, mate. Early breakthrough for the ACC. I was just saying to Marshy, actually, looking at your horrendously long run-up, whether that was entirely necessary.
Well, a lot of it's just about, you know, trying to put the batsman off, thinking I'm a lot faster than I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you come steaming in
Yeah.
and then bowl a 70k delivery.
Yeah, I was a sprinter at school and I always ran in faster than I could bowl. That was always my tactic.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it.
To be fair, though, the quick bowler that charges in and sounds like a bull.
Oh, he's got to be stumped
Gotta
this
be
time.
out.
He
Yes,
is.
he is.
Well bowled from Mania. Stewart just floated it up there. And Shiva came down the wicket, missed the delivery and was nicely stumped by Finn Caddy. So New Zealand. The ACC, my word, great stuff from them.
Let's have a look at this on replay. That's a lovely bit of work.
Oh! I don't know that that's out, actually.
Hang on, can we see that again?
I'd like to see a replay of that because I'm not entirely convinced that was out.
Here we go, we're going to have a look again. I'll say, you watch the foot and I'll say when the stumps are broken. Now.
Out.
It is out.
You're
Okay.
a hard man, Marshy. You're a harsh man.
No, you got to give it to Mania.
He was
Beat him in
beautifully
the
bowled.
air. Lovely flight.
Last time we played was on Eden Park. And Mania had, I'm going to say Joseph Jovic, but I dropped it. So that is nice.
Yeah.
It was the Movember game, wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want to make the point, my reputation in these ACC matches. The last 2 matches, Marshies, I've got 2 wickets in both games with my little offies.
Yeah, no, you're handy, Offie.
So it's going to be missed today.
Oh, definitely.
More you batting or you bowling?
Well, I mean, of course, I've been replaced by Kesey, and he's had a bowl today. He went for, well, I don't know that he went for that many, but, oh, boom, that's smashed in the air.
Could be
Oh,
out.
God.
Oh.
Could have been 6 and a collision.
Who's this that's come out to bat?
This is, doesn't say at this point in time. Marshy.
What's this being broadcast on?
I don't know.
Anything, or are we just talking to ourselves?
That's a really good
Absolutely
question,
no
actually.
idea.
We could be talking to ourselves. Mania again. Oh, it's a nice delivery. Oh, yeah, little wrong-uns. Nice.
This is just Lane's little trick he's playing on us, isn't it? Go and commentate, guys. Really, he's just trying to keep one of us off the field at all times.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 11.
I'm really glad we got rid of that lefty.
Yeah, he looked dangerous.
Lefties and niggly, eh?
Well, it's different when you're bowling with the left hand, right hand, with your line.
I enjoyed bowling to lefties, of course, being an off spinner.
Of course.
You float it on the leg stump
Yeah.
there, try and tweak it away from them a little bit.
After a successful over, I've been replaced. Here comes Mania Stewart.
Oh, that was Joel there, who's actually probably, Marshy, potentially the most dangerous of the ACC bowlers. He can get it down there. As you can see, he's a tall, strapping lad. And he can actually bowl quite a fearsomely quick ball, but also massively uncoordinated as well. And that's the danger of Joel, is it can go anywhere. Oh, see what I mean, though? There's a bit of pace.
There's a bit of pace.
Yeah.
A lot of bounce.
Steepling bounce.
Hey, congratulations, Mania Stewart, on the breakthrough there. Talk us through it, mate.
Look, couple of rank looseners to start the over. It's only 5 ball overs, so I really wanted to make the most of it.
Joel again. Oh, he's. I like the look of this young fella as Cleaver out on the boundary. Nice bit of fielding.
I'm still trying to
Put
stop,
a shoulder out throwing like that.
bring the heart rate down a little bit, but
Yes.
because it was a long way back to the boundary, to the caravan. But I can only bowl a wrong'un, Jess, and I bowled a stock wrong'un,
Yes.
and the first batsman didn't figure that out. Your brother figured it out straight away. And he dispatched me to the boundary, and then he comes past, he goes, "Oh, wrong'un." I was like, "That's all I've got."
So, this is your brother out there, is it? Oh, geez. Bit of pace, but a bit wayward, as I say.
If he gets one on target, it's straight at the melon.
Well, if he gets one, you know, just short of a good length on off stump, could be all sorts of stuff happening. I thought you were unlucky too, Minar. A couple of absolute bombs out there that was smacked out to square leg. 2 catches put down, as far as I'm concerned.
A little disappointing, yeah. Certainly, as a bowler, you don't want to see that.
Oh, that's a lovely delivery. Swung in a little bit to Marshy, and he defended and out to cover. There was no run.
The dirty secret of one of those drop catches was it was actually off a free hit. So
Oh, right, okay,
because I
yeah.
bowled a no ball for too high, a donkey
Sure.
drop they call it, and yeah, so the next one was a free hit. Wasn't too angry about that one.
Did we actually find out who was the culprit that dropped it?
It was Kurt, who's one of our ring-ins,
Right.
and he dropped me on the boundary, and then he dropped Hamish on the boundary to run away for 4. So a little bit more expensive than it needed to be, my over, if I'm honest.
Here's an interesting thing. Santos, I think, has been there from the beginning, and he's faced 3 balls, and we're into the 7th over.
Well, that is interesting because I actually bowled Santos out.
Oh, well, who's that then on the scoreboard?
That's Shiver. Shiver's out there, but Santos is...
Oh, Santos. Oh, okay, yeah. No, Shivers is the one that got bowled out.
Yeah, they've updated the scoreboard
Oh, there
now.
we go. Shiva. Who's this bowling? It's Stewart.
No, well, I'm Stuart. No, that's Max, who's another one of our ring-ins. ACC listener who won the comp to come and play here. And him and Kurt have been in the nets warming up. He was sort of hoping the physique might trick people into thinking he's quite a good bowler, but he is not.
No.
Sort of a Ben Sears aspect to him from side on.
Well, you know, in fairness to him, he doesn't look as atrocious as some of the stuff that's been out there as marshy pulls to square leg and a bit of a misfield for a run.
Well, I think your ring-in, Keezy,
Had a shocker.
had a real shocker, Jess. Did you give him any pointers before he went out there?
I was feeling confident about Keezy, but I think the situation got to him a little bit and he panicked under pressure. Oh, pulled in the air. Oh, Heath. No idea whatsoever. That was an embarrassment.
Well, in the last Tradies 11 match, Heath earned himself the nickname Quasimodo because he looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame when he's running around the field. And unfortunately there, the Hunchback really got him. He wasn't able to extend to get that. I dare say that was a very makeable catch.
Are we going to need a replay of that?
It was pretty shocking.
Oh, a bit of a looser. That's got straight up.
in the air, but
Well, that is Lee Baker hobbling.
what the hell is... I mean, what an absolute...
Mike Lane's beaten him from way around the boundary to get to that ball. He's come into this game with a rolled ankle, has Lee Baker, but that looked like more of a hamstring issue, that.
Yeah,
Or perhaps a groin.
he just didn't get going at all there, did he? He was like...
Getting a bit of chirp from the sidelines as well, Team ACC. At one point, we were they had scored 25 runs, 9 of which were extras. So we're really not doing ourselves any favours out there.
no.
Since it is 8 ball overs maximum, I mean, conceivably we're better off just bowling 8 wides.
Well, this is interesting. The scoreboards are boards all over the place at the moment. I thought we just bowled the 7th over, but now it's saying Lane, who's just about to bowl, has bowled 1 ball
It's actually quite a respectable start here from the ACC.
It is.
Yeah. I thought those openers were quite slow to get off the mark. They didn't really get too much going. We helped them out a lot with the wides.
Oh, that's an abomination from Lane to open up. That was 2 wides.
Real workout for the umpire's arms. He's having a good time out there, though, that umpire. He's giving me a bit of chirp when I was bowling.
Better delivery. Oh, elegant drive. And a sprawling save from Lee Baker, despite his gammy leg.
Well, he looks all at sea out there, does Lee Baker.
It looks like an army of the wounded out there. It's just people who can't stretch properly, who can't run. I've got a mallet finger. There's some serious pot bellies going on. There's Lane again. Oh.
You know that there's a Hamish Marshall Lane rivalry?
Goes
back to 1990.
Wow.
Southall Prep School days.
They played against each other back then?
No, it was more of a rivalry in the nets because we're in the first 11 back in those days.
Right.
Prep School and Lane was as big as he is now.
Well,
I don't think he's grown since 1990.
Well, Lane's son's almost the same size as him, and he's about 11. He's only just a fraction smaller than him. And Lane this morning, because he packed his bag in a rush yesterday, this morning he pulled on a pair of undies and thought, geez, these are tight. What's going on here? Had a look, and he had packed his son's undies and was wearing them for the first. He came down to breakfast in his son's undies.
Nice.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. Oh.
Bit of aggression there from Lane, throwing the ball back at the batsman. Stay in your crease, Marshy, said he.
Yeah.
Told you there's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Starting to heat up out there, isn't it? A little bit of feeling in this one. Lane, if I know him, will be trying to bend his back and whip this in as hard as he can.
Given his age. Oh, what a shot that is.
Well, it's free. Actually, I'm going to...
through cover for 4.
Sorry, guys, I'm going to go field this one if you don't mind.
I think... I think Keysy will be better for that one over. He's going to have to come back, obviously, for a second over. Do you think he's going to be better for it? Or are you going to be more nervous?
I don't know.
What's the talk out there?
I know Chris Key is eternally optimistic about how well he's going to do at things. So I think he really thought he was going to have a good over. He didn't expect to be out there so early. And I think that was sort of what threw him off. Sorry, puffing again because I had to go field that for the injured Lee Baker.
He's probably looked the most handy of the bowlers, to be honest.
He has, hasn't he? He bowls quite a tight little line of off spin.
Well, Lee and I used to play a lot of backyard cricket together, actually. Him and me and Johnny Bruff. And this is smashed through mid-wicket. But there's a man in the deep. What's the fielding restrictions, Marshy? Can you remember?
Crikey, no.
No. Does it matter?
I think you're allowed 2 out in the first 5 or so.
Yeah,
it's not standard 2020 rules. It's last man stand rules.
We did get told off by the umpire for having 4 men outside the boundary, outside the rope.
Well, look, I think the ACC's got to do everything in its power to try and... there's an overthrow here.
And so, last man stands format, everyone bowls, don't they? And I suppose, and then after that, is it at the captain's discretion who gets to bowl again?
I guess so, yeah.
So I wouldn't mind getting out there and rolling the old arm
last man
over.
stands only 10 overs though, isn't it? No?
Well, I don't know.
I've actually never played it.
No, nor have I.
Lee Bay, that's a nice delivery. Getting a bit of turn out there. Slashed by Marshy out to deep point.
It's quite hot in the caravan, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I think it's just because you ran 100 metres more than anything else. Where is this actually being broadcast to, Manai? Do you have any idea?
I think ESPN's taking the feed, and they are sending that around the world. But locally, I know our viewers will be tuning in on Facebook, perhaps YouTube, but certainly on Facebook.
So, who won your game, Marshy? I forgot to ask, or did I?
When Spartans beat the Gladiators, I'm in the Gladiators.
Oh.
We just didn't get enough runs, Jason.
Sure. Well, you were disappointing. You said you only got 20 odd.
Well, you got to retire.
I mean,
you retire at 30, and if you get to 20, you sort of really do need to kick on. So, a couple of us didn't make the most of a good start.
Yeah.
So I am kicking myself.
I think I'm going to go and relieve Lee Baker of his fielding duties before his foot falls off at the end of his leg.
Sure.
Get him in here.
Was getting a bit of turn though. That was interesting.
Who's the skipper out there? Is it
Cleaver.
Is it Cleaver?
Oh, it might
Lane?
be Lane now that he's out there.
Both their arms are going. What have you done to yourself?
It's like the walking wounded out there, Lee Baker.
Yeah, afternoon, gents. Sorry, fresh off the field, still huffing and puffing, and I've got a 53-year-old groin that's feeling every second of it.
I've got to say, as Cleaver comes in again, around the wicket, down the leg side, flicked away, fine for 4, I think. It's funny, everyone that's coming to do the commentary with us, Lee Baker, comes in heavily puffed after walking 50 metres off the field. It's like watching men who have severe arthritis out there. There's all sorts of staccato running, pot bellies. It's something to behold.
It's like a hospital 11.
It is. It's like they've rolled out the retirement village. Well, that's a better ball, quicker.
Still, you do get moments of exquisite cricket.
Well,
just moments, Jace, just small moments.
I was seeing you were getting a bit of turn there, actually, Lee.
I tell you what, this track is bouncing a bit. There's a bit of bounce in it. It's quite steepling. If you get a bit of flight on the ball, or you bang it in, you will get some reward.
Does that excite you as a as a batter? You look forward to the ball coming up around your nose?
I have no interest in batting. I focus solely on the bowling. I'm not interested in unexpected bounce when it comes to batting. I'm hoping we can avoid having to front up to Kyle Mills, because even though he's coming in off 2 paces, he likes to bowl into the wicket.
Yeah, and he does get that steepling bounce, doesn't he?
And I believe he holds grudges, and I think he's got a problem with me leading the team down on the digital golf last night. The virtual golf.
Oh, the with the dartboard.
Yes.
Yes. I do.
You were there.
Cleaver again. Oh, driven down to mid-off for a single. I don't know what's happened to the scoreboard, fellas, so I've got literally no idea what's going on or what over a win or what's happening. It's 20 overs, is it?
Yeah, they're 2 down. Let's just have a guess.
2 down for about 60, 70?
60, 70?
After how many? About 8? 9?
8 or 9. Yeah.
I reckon that was the 10th.
I think I bowled the 8th, so that might have been the 10th. I think you're right, James.
That's all a guess. Wouldn't have a clue.
Young Joel out there, Lee Baker, he's got a bit of pace about him. He's actually quite nippy, but he just lacks accuracy.
If he could just get the target on, the laser on target, it'd be dangerous.
Oh, and there's been a lot of rank full tosses too. It's just a smashed for 4.
Surprised to see we haven't bowled more wides. I'm actually impressed. Managed to keep it on the block generally.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Keezy having his first ever bowl. That was a bit of a shocker, but
It was.
he felt the pressure.
I thought he responded well, Keezy, considering he's pretty much never played cricket in his life.
No.
Oh, yes, you can, sort of. What is it? 2. This is the 11th over.
Well, that's good bowling. Beats the man outside the off stump. As we wait to get an update on the score.
77 for 2 off 11. Okay, Lung, thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, is that going to be par?
No. But I think it's already probably more than enough for the ACC.
That's right.
Big thick outside edge. Oh, great feeling from Keezy.
Shit, he's quite sprightly, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's still a young buck.
How old's Keezy?
Early 30s.
Yeah, let's call him 33, I don't know.
About 33, yeah, something like that. Oh, shot from Marshy, pulled through mid-wicket. You guys must have had some fierce backyard battles, Marshy.
there were games where we'd have a score book, and we'd write down our team, and there would be New Zealanders or Aussies or someone in the Englishmen. We'd write down our team, but I had to bowl Hamish out 10 times before I could get a bat.
Right. Yeah.
And there were days where I would not get a bat.
Yes, I could see that happening.
That's how we got good.
We had an older brother as well, Willie, and he had a 2-wicket rule, so we'd just play, and if you got out, you got out. But Willie always was allowed to have 2 wickets because Hamish would bat for too long.
Poor Willie.
He's Ben Hurley with his hugely outsized run-up.
Yeah,
Oh, he's cut it in half, though, to be fair to him. Boom. Likes the pull, doesn't he, old Marshy?
That height,
Yes.
even good length balls get up to your chest, don't they?
That's right. You're good hookers and pullers.
This is a different experience, isn't it? Commentating without the atmos.
It is. It's like commentating domestic cricket. Hurley again. This is a slap down the ground.
That's a good line from Hurley. He's bowling well.
Yes. I'm just trying to see if I can see the actual scoreboard, but I don't know where they were referring to.
See Razor Ray? Remember Razor Ray?
No. Oh.
I think he was player of the match in the final last
Here's
year.
Hurley
was
again,
he?
and this time Marsh is on the back foot, cutting backward a square. Just the single. Some nice Stewart Fields out there.
It's just above that security guard's head, just there. Look up, you can sort of see some numbers.
The one thing people
See the
rely
guys in
on.
the blue shirts there.
No, I just can't see it.
We would desperately love to bring you the score, but it's simply not visible to us. Someone's gone down.
Oh, Hurley's just crushed his ankle stopping the ball.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I think that's about the 3rd time he stopped the ball with his ankle.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It's the inability to bend, I'm finding, is really hampering the ACC side.
Oh, he's got a proper hobble on now, Hurley.
Yeah.
Will he be able to finish the over?
It's just...
This is sadistic. That's in the air.
And is that 6? I believe
I think
so.
it is.
You see your bro there, he had to retire, Marshy.
Yeah.
So he's already outperformed you.
So we know he's got at least 25.
Yep. Just like Mills in our game, 6 and retire. He turned up late though. He didn't have a late night either. He's actually prepared probably a lot better than most of them.
Who turned up late?
I think he arrived about 9 p.m.
Right.
and we'd all arrived at about 11:30. He did a function, so he's probably quite fresh compared to most of us.
Yes. And what's the plan after the match there, Marshy, for you fellas?
Well, it's all for me. It's already over.
Yes.
Okay. I think maybe there's a little function here, some drinks.
Sure.
Manai Stewart's going to bowl his second over. You've got to be impressed with this guy, James. He can only bowl wrong-uns.
We were saying that, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
And
like he
he
was
is-
born with a disability.
And he didn't like bowling to left-handers, but it's actually
Stand
quite
by,
useful.
fellas. I'm going to try and see where the scoreboard is.
Good on you, Jace. Jason Hoyt is leaving the caravan in a desperate attempt to work out what the score is in this game.
I think we've got a New Zealand indoor cricketer come out to bat.
Is that right?
It's Dave Bell, nicknamed Ding.
Well, apparently the Hauraki competition winners who were playing for the ACC today, two blokes, local lads, Max and I can't remember the other one's name, but they did some Googling and said they found out there were a few reps in that side, ex-reps,
In the Titans team.
in all three of the sides. There are the odd Prem cricketer, the odd possible representative cricketer of days past. So there's some talent out there.
There's a little bit of talent.
Nice Stewart with his third delivery. Beautifully played into the onside. Pushing the score along. You'd have to say noodling, James. I wouldn't say, there's no smashing. I thought we'd be seeing more big hitting.
Yeah, maybe a lot of these boys haven't picked up a bat all summer. Oh,
That was certainly an attempt to lift
or
the
the
ball.
bowling's just at a higher quality this year.
That's what I wanted you to say. I did glimpse the score. I believe it was 88 for 2 off 12. Normally you'd say that was not going to be competitive, but against this ACC side that's aging by the second, probably more than enough. In fact, did catch a glimpse there, Jace. Looked like 88 for 2. Yep, there it is. 89 for 2 off 12. We are in the money. Appeal for a run out. No interest from the square leg umpire. Looked like a direct hit.
Lane is wanting a replay.
As we welcome Jason Hoyt back into the caravan. He's had a brief outing. What's going on out there, Jason?
Well, I was just trying to find where the scoreboard was, fellas, as we look at this.
Oh!
That looks out.
He was out. He wasn't even in the frame in the replay.
Someone's got to let Lane know.
Oh, that could be. How crucial will that be in this match? Problem is, the replay camera is not 100% square on to the crease, so it wouldn't reach international standard. But I can tell you from that replay, the batsman was not in the frame when Mashi broke the stumps, and we've got an issue here. We're saying it's out. We saw it on the replay. Umpire not interested.
Controversy there. I shouldn't have put my oar in. There's a big delay now.
I don't know if you remember last year, Dean Blackwood stopped the game. He was not happy with some rulings.
Is that right?
We're just having a replay here now.
Highly unconventional that the commentators would act as third umpires, but we watched this replay. Look at this. Out!
What?
By a good foot. Oh, that... I'll tell you what, lads. That is genuine controversy. And we're not going to see better fielding from the ACC. That was as good as it gets.
Absolutely outstanding. It was one of the young fellas there, I think. 95 for 3 and the 14th, 15th over being bowled.
Is this Matt bowling?
Yes.
Matthew Heath.
Otherwise known as the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And he bowls a fiercely slow delivery. Bang.
Slow.
So slow that it's almost impossible to hit. But he's doing pretty well so far. Boom.
God, that really is indecently slow from Matthew Heath. I don't know how he gets it to travel. I mean, it's almost like it defies the laws of gravity. It just sort of drifts.
He could just about run past it if he kept running.
Yes, exactly. I reckon he could output. Well, maybe not Matt.
If he had a follow through, he would get past it.
Maybe.
I mean, it is
another retiree.
ludicrously slow.
So this is Shiver, the opening bat.
Well, we might not have
Coming off.
taken many wickets, but we have seen through a few batsmen as they've retired. And they've certainly drunk up a few overs, these guys. They haven't been running away with it. It's good news for us.
I just love. Look at our team. Look, I'm watching 3 ACC people on the screen here, and all of them are limping. All of them were limping. Oh my God!
I reckon we're looking at about $10,000 in ACC claims in this innings alone.
Has your summer schedule, your cricket schedule, been that exhausting?
Has.
Well, it must be, yeah.
Emotionally. Thing is, there was no training, no preparation at all that went into this, Marshy.
It's unlike the ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic ACC.
Yeah. Sometimes best not to prepare.
It's
Yeah.
worked in the past?
It has, and now we're paying the price.
Well, no, I mean, we've never won.
Oh.
So I don't think it's a...
But we have
worked.
survived. We have
Yes.
survived, which is the key point.
I think what we're seeing here is the effects of another year of life since the last match.
That's absolutely right. I mean, the only collective goal we share is actually not to win. It's to not get injured. And we've failed abysmally on that front.
That's true. That's actually true. My prevailing thought when I'm playing the game is don't get hurt.
Exactly. And with good reason. We're trying to save the taxpayer money.
Oh my word, this is smashed. High in the air. And
Oh.
was it taken?
Not at
no.
all. Not at all.
I don't think you got a hand on it.
Everything about that said catch me, but the young fella out there, was that
Was
Joel?
it Joel, Mr. Pants, the Pants Man.
I think he underestimated it. ended up falling just in front of him.
Oh my God, that is so slow.
Tell me if you got a hand on it.
Yeah, I definitely
got a hand on it.
Oh.
I think it blew through his fingers.
And Matt Heath just ripping into Pantsman on the boundary. They're just unleashing his rage. Oh, and Joseph Jury now.
Well, this will be good.
Just little medium pace outswingers there as it smashed through cover for 4.
Tell you what, it was a good shot. Wasn't a bad ball.
Well, it was.
Wow.
It was a bad ball.
By the standards of the ACC, it wasn't unholy.
Oh, dearie me. What's the scoreboard saying there, Lee Baker?
Well, that's the 100 up, I can tell you that much. It's at least 103 for 4 because we've had a retirement.
2 retirements. 1-3 for 2. Well,
no, I think it's 4. 2 retirements and 2 wickets.
15 overs, though, fellas.
This is in the air.
Yeah.
But that means nothing in this game. He's also headed into the gaps. 4 more. They're starting to find their straps, which is what's worrying me.
Oh, dearie me, dear God.
Well, I've got to tell you, it's good to be off the field, resting this groin. I'm going to have to go see the physio. Lovely lady. There's a physio, Jace.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
The sad thing is, fellas, that you know, when you're lacking, there's a lovely ball from Joseph Jury, just swinging onto the off stump. When you're lacking in batting and bowling, you try to make up for it with your fielding.
That's right.
Exactly, for the ACC, our fielding is our weakest of all the
Disciplines.
This is nice little outswingers from Joseph Jury, but he's getting hammered a little bit down the ground.
This is sensible cricket here from the, what are they called? I can't remember. The Titans, isn't it?
Yes, the Titans.
The Titans.
The stacked team. This team is stacked.
Jury again, short and wider, thick outside edge down to, is that Kesey down there at third man? Yes, it is. Oh, a bit of a misfield. But not a bad over from Joseph Jury.
Not at all.
Given what we've seen before it.
Lads, I think I might sneak up,
Go and have something to eat.
have something to eat.
Sure.
Go order a taco, Marshy. There's tacos and loaded fries.
Are there? Yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry, and I might have a drink
Sure.
and leave you to it.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Thanks for the shift.
Rest up for this evening's antics.
Yes, indeed.
As we watch Mike Lane coming back to the crease for his second over. Cheers, Marshy. Oh, boy. So, only 4 overs remaining, Jason Hoyt. And they are 109 for, oh, who cares how many for?
Yeah, I think that's irrelevant at this point. This is dabbed by the batsman out to cover. I've been appalled.
How could you be appalled? Your expectations were so low.
They were. But I didn't know we were this decrepit. Oh, that's a great shot off the legs.
That might be one of the shots of the day.
That was a beautiful shot down the ground over long on, but whoever the fieldsman is there came steaming in to take the catch and then realised that he didn't need to steam in, he needed to stay on the boundary and it would have gone straight down his throat.
I believe that's Max Ringen.
All right, that's another nice flick off the pads in the air.
Oh,
another
Joel!
Dear God almighty!
And Mike Lane is absolutely ropeable. Oh dear.
Oh, and this is what I mean. We lack in batting and bowling, but it's the fielding that's really letting us down. Oh, another heave.
Where did that go? Nowhere.
To the keeper.
Well, that's right, Jace, because there's really no getting away from the fielding. You know, like you can get away with the batting and the bowling, but it's just the ball follows you. It's going everywhere. We just can't manage it at these advanced years.
You'd have to say Lane is the most probably competent of the bowlers, and that's really saying something.
Oh, I resent that. I deeply resent that.
Well, you bowl.
If you look at the replays,
I'd rank you 3 in the bowling lineup.
Okay. I'm still not happy, but all right. I did go past the bat a few times. No wides. I'll have you know. But yes, Lane, experienced cricketer, captained, I believe, his first 11. Can bat. I mean, we've got talent. It's just historic.
Yes. We're beyond our heyday, Lee.
Oh, we're so beyond our heyday. Even in our heyday, we were beyond our heyday.
But that was some atrocious fielding there. Is Joel, who I actually think has some potential,
Yes.
Lee Baker.
Yes.
He's a big strapping lad and actually hoops it down there, just lacking the accuracy that he needs.
He's actually getting his lengths a bit better off. He's hitting the deck hard, Joel.
He is.
See, that's a good length. Big appeal
Big
goes
appeal
up.
for our caught behind down the leg side, but no.
Tried to strangle him down the leg side, but no, yes.
Wait, yes, no. Oh, you see what I mean?
Yeah, it's coming down, isn't it?
He's nippy, man. He's nippy.
If he could just get it a little bit fuller, Joel.
Yes, he's a bit short.
Could be a real handful. Even Joel is limping.
Oh,
Well, this is
smashed
gone.
in the- oh, I don't even want to watch this.
That's high. It's challenging.
Oh, dearie me. That is probably, I would say, seriously, probably the 8th drop catch. And that was right down his throat. And he pretty much bailed on it because he didn't want to hurt his hands.
It was hit very high. He knew it was beyond him physically. A valiant effort. Catches win matches.
Oh, nearly a brilliant caught and bowled from Joel. Absolutely hammered back to him. It was either that or take his head off.
Wow, what a finish to the over from Joel. Really did give it all. Nearly gave his right hand. That was pulled. And it went straight rather than square or through mid-wicket. And Joel, with his height, was able to get a mitt up there. But again, another catch goes down. In fact, I'm not sure. Have we taken a catch? Not even sure we have.
No, I don't know that we have, actually. And this is clipped out to cover. There's no run.
Got to say the Titans have timed their run here and paced their innings beautifully. There's some sensible cricket going on out there, not being played by the ACC.
That's a good ball. Tossed up, driven back to the bowler, no run. Cutting them off.
So we're in the 19th. Only a matter of, what, maybe 7 balls left in the innings.
5 ball overs, is that right? Or that's
Believe
a
so.
shocker. That's smashed away.
They got what it deserved.
Yes.
Was the umpire called a no ball? No, it was above the hip.
I think he did call a no ball, actually. But who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It'll go on the score. It won't lengthen the match.
Yes.
My biggest concern is that we won't have a lunch break between innings.
My biggest concern is I was hoping to check into my hotel.
Have you not checked in yet?
No. It's just smashed down the ground. Out to sort of cow corner, and long on comes in and fields. I think the long ons, just off the top of my head, put down 4 chances today. He's probably hating being out there.
I think we're all hating being out there, Jace, to be honest. Oh, gets away with one there, Max. That's a wide. But the batsman misses out. 126 after almost 19. Ben Hurley.
This is what I'm talking. We were watching you run just before, and then we found out that your ankle was rooted, and we were like, "What the hell is going on?" Like, no one out there is capable of running in a normal fashion.
I know. Well, Ben Hurley started the game able to run. He was ambling in at a fair clip, and he got a wicket with his first ball. Something's gone wrong since then. It's like watching people age in real time.
Yes.
He's hobbling. I've got the ankle and the groin.
Oh, for God's sake.
And Matthew Heath, of course, will always remind you that he's got titanium in his spine. He can't really twist or move. is Joseph Jury.
Joe actually bowled quite well. As this is chipped right in the gap. And they'll get 2 probably.
I feel like the bowling has been the one area that the ACC has possibly stood up a bit in. Certainly not the fielding. Oh, run out's on, surely. Oh.
No, but what I'll probably get an overthrow instead. No. Is this the last over? It must be.
This is the last over, Jace.
And
So
they've changed the scoreboard for us, which is great. They've moved it, but now the people are sitting in front of it who moved it.
I think it's up
there we go.
131 after 19 and a half. Must be, what, 2 balls left in this innings?
Yes. Thank God for that.
I can tell you right now
Are you
that
playing
is
another match
competitive.
after this regardless?
Well, no. If we somehow won this game, we would go on to play the winner of the other game earlier today, which I can't recall which team won.
You play the winner or the loser?
Either way, we're in trouble. Not sure whom.
So there's 3 teams here, or 4.
There are 4 teams.
So the 2 winners play the final
Yes,
after this match.
I believe so.
Smash down the ground. Here's another chance for Long On to redeem themselves. Oh, no, sirree, Bob. And that's the end of the innings.
Great shot to end on. That was a proper cricket shot. Has no business being here in this game, but nonetheless.
ACC will need 138 to take the victory. And frankly, I don't rate their chances.
We're going to have to do it in boundaries because no one can run.
Well, there you go. We'll be back when that starts up again very shortly.
I'm off to see the physio.
Okay, we got Ryan. Come on, inside.
Oh! Game on.
Life's messy. For a superior washable finish, choose Dulux Wash and Wear. Dulux, proud partner of New Zealand Cricket.
Chris Key. Did he get any bat on that?
That's it.
This, so,
Well, with a total like this of 138 to win, you can get there on wides. Just our friend.
Yeah, mate. And
Dylan Cleaver picks that one early, just works around the corner, and that's 4 runs.
Smashes into the boundary.
Oh no, it was.
Oh, was it fielded?
Might have been fielded. Sort of like a.
Oh no, 4 runs.
Oh no, 4 runs.
Yeah.
Bridged there over down the fine leg boundary. So Jason Hoyt, you watched the fielding performance. What did you think of the ACC 11?
Look, I was making the comment, Matty Heath, that batting and bowling's not our strength, and so hopefully our fielding can pull us through. And that was one of the more atrocious fielding displays I've ever seen. I mean, it's amazing what a year of living will do to a human body, and 9 drop catches, I think. Oh no, it was 11 drop catches.
Was it 11? I thought it was 7. I missed a couple. Yeah, 11. We didn't take a single catch, and there was a lot of injuries out there, Jason Hoyt.
Oh, there was, and we were noting that there didn't appear to be anyone apart from Joel and Kesey who were able to run without some kind of disability or grimace of pain or limp.
Oh look, Dylan Cleaver's looking very good here.
He is looking sharp, isn't he?
He's strong on the onside, and just pulled in before the boundary there.
But yes, but apart from that, there was a lot of courage, I thought, shown out there, Matty Heath. And,
Thank you.
The boys can hold their heads up high. What a performance it was. This is another wide down the leg side.
Yeah, it's already 10 for none on the first over.
I mean, they're pulling them. I mean, if I was the other side right now, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, because we can get most of the way there on extras.
Yes.
And the ACC team has always leaned on extras.
Absolutely.
As a unit, and must be hard for you, because I know how much you love being out in the field. You're a real contender. You're a real. You like to be in the fray.
I do, Matty.
And you're looking out there. You're normally open for the ACC. This must be absolutely gutting for you to be here in the caravan with me.
Yeah, it is, mate. And I haven't. Look, I'll be honest with you. I haven't been happy with my performances in the ACC 11 at all. I think my highest score is 14 off about 80 balls, and it's been a disgrace. And I was really looking for this match to redeem my reputation as a handy opening batsman, but unfortunately with the mallet finger, my hand specialist made it very clear if I get another smack on that, just lop the bastard off, was pretty much what he said. So unfortunately I didn't want to risk losing my middle digit for a social cricket game.
Social cricket game.
Well, I mean,
how dare you?
I mean, it's more than that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I'm hopeful for Kesey. I think he's got some natural talent there, and
he's a good-looking fellow. He's a great specimen. He looks like a sportsman. Oh, Dylan Cleaver, just having a wog at that, but it's down the leg side, and the extras just piling up here.
Yeah,
Titans will not be happy with that. The ACC 10 for none, and we've hardly fired a shot in anger yet. So 138, what did you think was par here at Bay Oval?
Well, it looked a green top to me, Matty. Look at the wicket there as they bowled at Kesey, and he has an almighty swish, makes no contact, and doesn't quite know what's happened as he strolls down the wicket, and then he gets a Hoity J type run out there.
Well, look, I tell you what, we 138. We just need to push it around a few extras. There's no need to get crazy. There's no need to panic. We just need to go about our business. The ACC 11.
I agree, Matty. Is Kyle Mills in their side though?
Yeah, we need to panic when he's bowling.
Yeah, obviously. This is clipped down to mid-on for another single. It's It's interesting because in the last match, of course, Jeremy Wells just took him to task and just ripped him to pieces. Thrashed 3 boundaries from recollection.
Yeah, 2 beautiful shots through the covers, I believe.
Kesey now facing up. Oh, and he slaps this and he looks for a run. No, says Dylan Cleaver.
Yeah, just mistimed that, Kesey, but the intent is there. He's swinging at everything.
Yes.
And, you know, Dylan Cleaver is happy to play the anchor role at the other end. So Kesey's free to express himself. And he does.
Oh, this is clipped in the air, and he'll get his first run. Well done, Kesey. Nice work, mate.
Yeah, perfectly placed. Just top edge over the keeper and drops safely in front of the fielder. Beautifully placed by Kesey.
Yeah, and a big round of applause for Kesey there, getting off the mark. He's stoked.
So it's just a matter of time before they throw the ball to... Hang on a minute.
Where's the scoreboard? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're 15 for none. We've just
oh, that's good now. We've got it on the screen,
yeah,
which is helpful.
We're lacking a bit of information.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if Carl Mills is actually in this team. I can't see him out there.
I actually don't know that he is.
No, which will really help us. If Carl Mills is in the team, then that's a real win for the ACC 11. If he isn't in the team.
So. Oh, smash by Kesey.
That's 4 runs.
4 runs. Great shot from Kesey.
Well, he's a comer. He's an up-and-comer. And he's come out here today to make a statement, Kesey. That's 4 runs on debut. The ACC now 19 for none in the second over.
Well, I'm looking at this bowling attack here, Maddie, and I'm thinking to myself, the ACC are in with a chance here if this is the bowling attack. This is clipped in the air and will bounce safely before the mid-on, and another run for Kesey.
Yeah, so he moves to 6, Kesey. Striking it over 100. He'll be happy with that, and the team's happy with that. 20 for none. Going at 10s and over.
Absolutely. That's a better delivery and a late cut from Cleaver. They call for a run. Oh, is there going to be a run out? Cleaver is shockingly bad on the running.
Yeah, well,
I blame him for my humiliation that's been played a million times on every social media outlet possible.
I've watched it twice today, Jason.
Yeah.
And you've got to say, equipment let you down as well.
Well, yeah, it was equipment failure.
That pad swung around and turned you literally into a duck.
Yes.
The way you were waddling, not just a duck and the amount of runs you scored.
Well, when you consider that I got down to the end of the wicket and nearly back again whilst my pads disintegrated around me, you can see very clearly there was a run there. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those things that'll be debated forever, Jason Hoyt.
Yes.
Dylan Cleaver swears that he did everything right, although, to be fair, Dylan Cleaver is both blind and deaf.
He is. He's facing up now. We unfortunately don't have the names. We had the names before, but there's been some sort of scoreboard malfunction.
Yeah.
So
we're often operating semi in the dark here, but what we do know is Kesey's having a fantastic debut, growing in confidence.
He is, certainly.
And paired with the partner with the light touch of Dylan Cleaver, this is really starting to turn into a platform for the ACC 11 at 23 for none.
Where's Lane batting?
Lane's due to come out next.
And okay, good.
He only bats one way.
Yes.
Like a psychopath.
Yes. He looks to belt the living bejesus out of it, and I don't know what's going. Oh, we got a. Oh, I see.
Yeah, part of the ACC, the caravan's roof came flying off while we were driving down here, so there's an umbrella up there. I think I might have decapitated someone.
New bowler, and this is cut away by Cleaver. Oh, this race away for 4 as well. Oh no.
Beautiful touch there, just the soft hands of Dylan Cleaver. No risk at all. He saw the gap in the field and just played it late.
It was a late cut, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Now, one thing, like, I thought on the whole, G-Lane's... It was just the one over for me.
Yeah, there was a lot of comment on your bowling, Matty, I'll be honest, in the commentary position.
Positive or, like any...
Oh, yeah, okay, let's say positive.
Okay.
Someone rather, well, obnoxiously, as far as I'm concerned, made the comment that if you had a powerful follow-through, you'd probably beat the ball down the wicket, which I thought was pretty harsh comment.
I'd like to know who said that if I could, Jason. I guess I can go back through the logs.
Marshy.
Yeah. Marshy.
Oh, that's a lovely delivery and played by Cleaver back to the bowler.
Yeah, there's no love lost between me and Marshy. We've been riding each other for the last couple of days down here in the Bay Oval.
Yes.
So I wouldn't. A lot of what he says is I guess rank jealousy.
Absolutely, as this is clipped by Cleaver out to point, and there's no run.
Well, of course, the ACC 11 winless in 4 years of this competition. This is the 5th year of the Dulux Tradies 11 event. 28 for none. I mean, could this be our year, Jason?
I'm just looking at this bowling attack and going, it's not straining the batsman at the moment. Let's put it that way. As Kesey faces up, and I don't know what happened. Oh, it strikes him on the pad.
He's got some natural talent, Kesey, and I like the intent. He didn't get hold of that.
No.
But he's not here to muck around. He's not going to die wondering as our Kesey on debut.
Absolutely.
And it's quite terrifying in this ACC Caravan because, as I was saying before, they were driving down here, the roof flew off. And they didn't really know Jason and Mania and G Lane were in the car together pulling the caravan down here that we're commentating from. And then someone pulled up beside them and was doing the throat cutting gesture and pointing at the roof. They didn't know. They thought the person was crazy. They kept driving. And then later found out that the roof of the caravan had flown off at some point on the motorway at about 100 kilometres an hour.
Excellent.
They got down here and they've tried to... They've put a sun
umbrella.
We go.
You can see it if you're watching the YouTube channel right now.
So there's a sun umbrella sticking up through the hole in the roof. I'm wobbling it right here. And overnight it rained heavily down here in the mountain. A lot of water, a lot of precipitation has made it into the caravan and amongst a lot of our electrics. But yeah, it's terrifying. We at any moment we might get blown over with that. It's working pretty much as a sail, isn't it, Jason
electrocuted,
Hoyt?
yes.
Yeah, electrocuted and blown over. But
yes, well, I was leaning on it before, and it didn't strike me that it was unusual having a massive metal pole in your middle of your caravan. And then I realised that there's a umbrella attached to the end, and it's a bit of a fierce wind blowing at the moment too. So she's rocking and rolling, as it were. Maddie, do you mind if I just take 2 minutes to make a phone call? Can you cover for me, Maddie?
I think I can cover for you if it's like just 2 minutes, Hoodie J.
Yeah, it'll be a minute and a half of that.
So Dash coming into the attack here for the Titans. ACC 138 to win, currently 29 for none. 4 overs in, Dylan Cleaver and Kesey going very well. And not too many risks being taken, and yeah, Dylan Cleaver is a pleasure to watch as a batsman. As the bowler lobs one up, and Cleaver will be disappointed that he didn't get hold of that one. It just sort of pissed its way past him, and he failed to make hay. As Dash lobs another one up again, and Dylan Cleaver, huge swing. But got absolutely nothing on it. Dash lobs it up again, and then yeah, Dylan Cleaver, just beautiful hands, and he doesn't take any risks at all. He just noodles it around, turns over the strike, and at 30 for none in the 4th over, the 5th over, you've got to say we've got it under control. Kesey absolutely smokes that to the boundary. His second 4 on debut. This is a hell of an innings for Chris Key, opening the batting for the ACC 11 and showing some of the old dogs how to do it. Dash. And Kesey gets hold of that again, and that is it doesn't quite make it to the boundary. It just stops short, but that's another 2 for Kesey. And he is growing in confidence out there as the young man. The ACC 36 for none. It's actually the perfect partnership here because you've got Dylan Cleaver just with the soft hands, working it round, playing all the cricket shots. And that really frees up the young man Kesey on debut to absolutely swing the gate at it.
Thanks for that, Matty. Just had to organise a bit of accommodation there. Yeah, Kesey's going great guns, isn't he?
Well, of course, you're always welcome to top and tail with me down at the Trinity Wharf.
Well, that's what I was getting my room changed to yours. This is a big rank full toss, and Cleaver has a big swipe and makes no contact.
Oh, that's good, because I was going to ask, and I felt a bit nervous about asking you whether you wanted to top and tail, but if you've organised that, then that's good, you know. Cause
or do we have to top and tail? I was thinking more of a sort of spooning scenario.
Spooning works for me.
Yeah. Slashed away by Cleaver. This is a great start from the fellas.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw it when you were out making that phone call around accommodation. Kesey smoked another one to the boundary.
Yes, I heard the huge rapturous applause from the crowd there, so I figured that Kesey must have done well again.
And Kesey
he's just growing with confidence, isn't he? He's just, every ball he seems more and more competent.
Yeah, that one there, he just saw it early and played it very conservatively around the corner and just took the single, rotating the strike.
Bradman-esque, I would say.
He's timing the ball beautifully, as Kesey. Oh, sharp single. And
Oh, dearie me.
It's always a risk with Dylan Cleaver because he moves at about 3 kilometres an hour.
Well, you see, there you go, Matt Heath. That's another case in point. Sharp single, which is what I was looking for. And Cleaver was rooted to the spot, staring in the other direction. But there's no bitterness there. Let me just say that. Oh, little off break there, nicely bowled.
And just left by Kesey. You know, we're going well. There's no point in no need to take risks. And Kesey saw that one, so I'm not going to have a slash. I'm not going to fall for that. And he just let it go through to the keeper.
How many overs is that now? 6 overs, is it?
I think we're in the 6th over.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
there we
6
go.
overs. Target is 138.
Dinger into the attack, I believe. He batted well, did Dinger.
He did. He played some lovely shots straight down the throat of Long On, who seemed very unenthusiastic about catching the ball.
Yeah, and another, you know, you must be watching this with Dylan Cleaver just taking these quick singles.
It's really rubbing it in for me, Matty. I've got to be honest with you.
And when I say quick singles, they're almost like slow motion.
Quick in the context of the ACC. Yeah, for sure.
Quick, and then they're just playing it into the oh, Kesey swings the gate at it.
And it dribbles out to mid-on.
Out of the ball, and it leaves the bat so slowly.
Slowly, yes. Didn't quite get hold of it there, Kesey. Top score for the ACC, and probably has already, in fact.
Now, when we were in the field, it was a very tough chance came to me at mid-wicket.
Yes. So there was another comment made as this is slashed away by Cleaver out to deep mid-wicket.
You, me, and the people that say that enough, then it sort of covers up your poor play.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure. And when you say a sharp chance, I mean, it was hit straight to you, but it was going at a fair rate of knots for a ball that was lobbing up in the air. But look, great effort from you, Matty, in the field, I thought.
Thank you, Jason. Now we've got Marshy. This could change things up. I mean, I don't know, Kesey, it's his first time out there batting at all, let alone facing an international cricketer, but Dylan Cleaver facing up to Marshy first up.
I must say that Kesey seems very uncomfortable in his cricket gear, obviously having never worn it before. So this is flicked off the pads by Dylan Cleaver.
It's about now Dylan Cleaver normally takes on an injury when he's batting.
Yes.
so very impressed by Kesey today.
He's on fire, isn't he? Got the team off. Oh, that's got to be very... Oh, no, it came off the bat, but had he not come off the bat there, he would have been in all sorts of trouble. Again bowling to Kesey. Doesn't quite get.
Yeah, but they've seen off the threat of one of the 2 overs they'll have to face from Marshy.
True that, mate. True that.
The ACC looking dangerously good, and that is concerning because if we win this, we have to play another game. And we're currently running 5 serious injuries in the team. Yeah,
I would be deeply concerned about an ACC victory here. There would have to be some serious physio activity. Matty, oh no, he's another wide. The run rate has dipped a little bit. What over are we into now?
Where is there a scoreboard that we can see?
Over there, see over there? But what they've done is they've put the overs right next to the score, so it's a little bit confusing.
So
I think this is... The wind is picking up a bit, and it's making the old Caravan a very precarious proposition as Kesey has a swipe and doesn't quite connect.
Wonder if there's any information that can come up on our screen in here. Be quite good if we could get some graphics along the bottom. That was great when we had those before. Is that possible, anyone?
Yeah, well, there was a big sight screen too, and this is a little bit of swing there.
Oh, there we go.
So we're in the 9th over, 49.
We actually might need to put the freaking foot down now. I'm looking at this. Just doing a little bit of math in my head. We've been talking up this duo, but they actually might need to actually score some freaking runs.
Well, yeah, the run rate dropping off a little bit, another wide.
Kesey just playing baseball out there. Swinging the bat at it. We need to either poop or get off the potty.
But that's a 50 up. That's a 50 up, Matty.
50-run partnership.
For the opening stand, sensational. This is a little inside edge, and they'll get another run for Kesey.
Of course, we've got the big hitters to come. We've got your G lane.
G lane, yes.
You got your mashes.
Yes. Well, it's who knows, mate? Who knows?
You've got your who have you got? Lee Baker's good. You got your Mania Stewart. He can swing a bat, although I think he's been put at 12 for some reason.
Yeah, well, Lee Baker was actually saying he's not keen on batting. It's not his strength.
Oh, how well did Lee Baker bowl until he injured himself? Just so many little injuries, and a lot of them seem to happen to the ACC in slow motion when not really anything's happening.
Sure. This is pulled by Kesey out to mid-wicket. Could there be a run out? Oh, could that be the first one?
That's
no.
close.
They're absolutely disgusted with the umpire's call there for that run out. Let's have a little replay here because that looked pretty tight.
This seemed very out to me. Okay, so Kesey played it nicely on the on. So straight to the fielder.
Oh, no, that's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
That's totally fair enough.
He ran so slowly, Dylan Cleaver, that he assumed he was out.
It was like he was running into a headwind, wasn't it? And straight back to the bowler, caught and bowled as Cleaver.
He gets his man.
Breakthrough for, what are the side? What are they called?
The Titans.
Oh, the Titans.
Yeah, breakthrough the Titans. But you've got to say, great platform laid by Dylan Cleaver. Some beautiful shots.
Yeah. Just didn't quite arrive as quickly as he was thinking there, I think, Matty. And he looked to loft them down the ground, straight back to the bowler, and he's on his way.
Am I slower than that?
Yes.
Good to know.
But this is the thing, Matty, that's what makes you such a dangerous bowler to batsmen, is the eternity that it takes for the ball to get to the other end. And
well,
it absolutely throws the batsmen, because they're expecting a ball at a certain pace, certainly faster than the breeze. And
well, I would absolutely eviscerate both Dylan Cleaver and the Pants Man for dropping me. Punches, and he
does. But this is interesting, Matty, because I think this is potentially the weakest bowling attack the ACC's faced thus far.
It might be one of the weakest bowling attacks any team has faced.
Yes,
on an international wicket.
Yes, definitely. And I had a feeling that old G Lane might just carve them up a bit.
Well,
my only concern is the lack of pace, and he likes a bit of pace on the ball.
He certainly does, but of course you can't go out in the first ball, so expect him to try and smash the cover off the ball. He's eyed up the stratosphere here, has G Lane.
Oh look, he's already taken. Oh dearie me, that's a shocker.
But he still gets his first ball, his get out of jail ball. The wide doesn't count, so G Lane will once again expect him to advance down the wicket. And he'll be targeting Cow.
Yes, he's got a lot of intent there. Oh, and once again, another miscue, and he's gone!
But he can't go out on that. He can't go out on that.
Oh, no, he can't, because it was a wide the first ball, is that right?
Yes, wide is first ball. But
oh, Matty, very costly.
Certainly. Up to 11 catches in that game.
Exactly.
What you're just looking at that scoreboard and you're thinking, what could have been? 56 for 1 though. You got to say on.
This is a rank.
Down here a little bit in their final 10, but we do
there we go, end of the over. And so here we go. So of the final 10 overs,
we need 44 plus 38. 80
something, 83.
Yeah,
83 off the last 10. Can we do it?
Wow, going 8.3 and over.
Well, I think it's more than possible. I think Lane gets going here.
Yeah, Lane is the key here. If it gets down to me batting, we're done. And I'm coming in at 9.
Well, I'm just trying to think who after Lane we've got. Or Hurley can bat.
Hurley can bat. Mash can bat. Oh, come on, G Lane.
It's amazing how these games make reasonable cricketers look terrible.
Yeah, and terrible cricketers look disabled.
Disabled, yeah.
Here comes Dash.
Little left armers. Oh, and he has a big swipe, does Lane, and makes no contact.
I've always been a big supporter of G Lane as he's come through the ranks as a batsman. But one thing I'd say about him is patience isn't his.
No.
Isn't his strength.
Well, that's because I think he feels like he should dominate.
No.
Could there be a run out?
Oh no.
Oh, and there is a run out, tragically, but well batted Keesey. I'll give him a round.
Keesey, he was threatening. I'm not sure, we don't have any scoreboard here, so I'm not sure how many runs exactly he got. But absolutely fantastic for Keesey. I feel like I get the vibe that he was pushing up to the 30 we would have to retire, but he stood up today on debut, sent out to bat Keesey, and he leaves us in a good position at 59 for 2. You couldn't have asked for much more from the young man. And he comes out to rapturous applause from the burgeoning crowd here at the Bay Oval. Keezy, he has a big future, Hoity J.
Yeah, he does, and it was an atrocious. I don't know who was responsible for that run out. I'd have to say maybe Keezy's inexperience there. The ball was smacked straight to the fieldsman.
Well, it was Lane's call, wasn't it? It was G Lane's call.
Yes.
I didn't hear a call.
No, so let's say it was G Lane's fault.
I get that vibe. There's a sheepish nature about G Lane, the way he's walking around like a cat that's just left a leaving and scratching back a bit, like he's ashamed of something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I was a bit concerned driving down here, Matty. Actually, was pissing down in Auckland when I drove down, and weather forecast wasn't great, but weather's held off beautifully, hasn't it? And what's it like out there in the middle? Because there's always a Bay Oval looking at.
Mix-ups.
Yes, there's run-outs.
And then he often... Sometimes he backs himself more than his ability. This is our hope. Radio Hodak. Sweet, he was in. Base finally, and the So did you, okay, first question. Energy, there's the energy's palpable.
Hey, this is Lane's day here for
drop catches. Once it started getting out 8 and desire, and actually when it comes down to it, just straight out skill.
The loser circle didn't help.
No.
When we all got round and hit the ball at each other for catches, didn't help.
I think Caddy's looking good though.
Yeah, he is.
That was off my bowling, mate. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, I dropped a catch off his bowling, so I'm not going to be throwing too many judgments anyone's way. Although, to be fair, it was a sharp chance for me.
Well, as we say, Matty,
For you.
For me, not for a normal person.
And
very easy for a normal person, a sharp chance for me.
you know, you've got titanium in the spine as well, that you can't do sudden movements, even though it was hit straight to you. As bowler comes in again. Oh, and he's bowled as Finketti. This is a bad omen. He looked good, did Finketti.
He played all round this, Finketti. He tried to work it into the leg side.
And a send-off from the Titans.
Jeez, I mean,
Look at the pace of
replay.
look at the approach to the crease is lightning, and it's too full to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the hopes and dreams of the winless ACC 11 now sit on Ben Hurley's shoulders. He bowled very well, got a wicket off his first delivery. He's pretty G'd up by that. He followed it up with 2 wides, just to confuse the incoming batsman.
There was a lot of comment made, actually, Matty, about Ben Hurley's run-up, which was about 3/4 of the way towards the boundary, and
he got a warning, actually.
It looked fearsome, but then the ball that came out at 75, 80k sort of belied the effort.
So 72 for 4. We're in the 14th over. The target is 138. So we need around 28 runs to get 100, and once we get to 100, we need another 38 runs.
Yes.
And that run rate, if we could just divide that number, if we could add 28 to 38, we'd get 66, I believe.
Yes.
So 66 runs off 49 balls.
Yeah, well, it's very doable. Oh, could be another
no.
run out there, maybe? No. But I think I've got to say the loss of Lane and Finketti, big blows to the ACC chances.
Well, as I say, if I have to bat, then it's all over.
This bowler looks pretty handy too. Nicely clipped off the pads down to fine leg.
But we need more than ones. We need more than ones, Jason.
Yes.
And Ben Hurley, you've seen him bat quite a lot in your life.
Oh, not really. Well, in ACC matches, he's handy.
He's handy.
Yeah. This is clipped in the air. Oh, another run out, but he won't be out because
It's his first ball.
it's his first ball.
That is...
Oh, is a run out not count?
No, it's his first ball. It's his first ball.
Yeah, I was going to
so,
say.
Yeah, so he's not out. So there's a bit of an argument because, you know, like on a no ball, you can be run out. On a first ball, you can run. I think it's just a blanket. You can't get out on the first ball.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be, yeah. But a terrible...
I don't know what they were. I mean, to be frank with you, Matty, he smacked it straight to point and sprinted down the wicket.
It was in the fielder's hand when he started running.
Yes.
So, you know, good to get the dust, you know, the cobwebs off there and on the calling, and hopefully it'll be a lot sharper going forward.
Oh, he's beaten.
The wheels coming off a little bit for the ACC 11 at 72 for 5. Was looking very, very good. Kesey and Dylan Cleaver.
Got you. I mean, you think about it.
They created a platform, and currently we're falling off the platform.
Yes, it was 50-odd without loss, Matty.
Yeah.
Remember? 5 wickets for 20-odd runs.
Yeah.
Going a wide. Some of the players take the game more seriously than others, I've noticed.
They certainly do.
So what's that? This is the 14th over. 5 ball overs, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Just for pace?
Is there only 5 ball overs? I thought my over went quickly. Oh, hang on a minute. That means
slower ball.
Well, that means my equations are well out if they're only 5 ball overs. We're screwed if they're 5 ball overs, and that was actually quite a good score, 138, if it was not a real T20.
I think I could be wrong. I need to be correct. I'm pretty sure they said they're 5 ball overs.
How can I only be finding this out now? Because if that's the case.
Regardless, so it's...
I'm going to count the number of balls in this over.
26, 58, 64 off the last 6.
54 off the last 6, and that 6 might be either 5 or... It's either 36 balls or 30 balls. We don't know. Of how many balls? 64 runs required to win. Do you feel like we've just been left out here and we've got no graphics, we've got no information at all.
We don't know what's going on, but hey.
We've got no team sheet. We don't even know how many balls there are in an over. 74 for 4, 13 overs. We're in the 15th over here. Target 138.
Oh. The tent in the... Well, it's not a tent. What is it called? An umbrella in the middle of the caravan here. She's rocking fiercely at the moment. So, shaking everything all over the place. And another... Well, they'll get a single from the wide, but...
It's a slow death right now for the ACC.
It is sadly a slow death. But we just need one big over, Matty.
Yeah, one big over.
And it could change it. It could change everything.
And maybe Kurt's our man.
And he looks to me not the most attacking player. Nor a nice bit of fielding as he cuts one away. And they'll get a single.
And Ben Hurley, one of the 10 members of the ACC 11 with injuries, just hobbling through. So quick singles. He injured himself on his run-up when he was bowling. And so quick singles is how we're going to do it at the ACC. If anyone thought it was, then they don't understand how decrepit we are as a team.
Clip down to fine leg. He maybe wanted to do better with that. It was a big full toss on leg stump.
It's a bye, though. It's a no ball.
Do they replay the no balls? I don't know that either. That's the other thing.
Is it a free hit on the no ball?
I think so, but it's for the other batsman. Oh, no.
It's not a free hit?
This is just carnage. I assume it's a free hit, but they took a run, so...
So it's a free hit for the other batsman?
Yes. Oh, lovely delivery, but...
It's a free hit?
Free hit, so... Boy, I tell you what, the ACC have benefited hugely from the first ball rule. Ben Hurley was out first ball, Lane was out first ball, then a free hit, another wicket fell. Could be so much worse, Matty. That was a nice delivery. Nearly an amazing caught and bowled.
Well, I'm not liking this from the ACC. We've got to It's now or never, Jason Hoyt.
Yes, well, even best case scenario, it's either... So there's either 30 or 25 balls left, and 24 plus 38.
If there's anyone listening...
64 or something.
Do we have a text machine that someone could text us? Is there any support? I'll ring Joe Jury.
Yeah, ring Joe, would you, and find out if they're 5 ball overs.
I'm actually texting Jeremy Wells, who's listening. He might know how many balls
per over.
Per over.
Look, I was told repeatedly that there were 5 ball overs, so I'm just running with that.
Where's the support, actually?
Yes. Oh, and Hurley tries to smash him down the leg side, but it's called wide.
It's a wide. Okay, I'm going to ring. I'm going to ring one of our support crew and find out.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, because we're just in the commentary booth and we're just wondering if it's 5 or 6 ball overs.
Oh, smash down the ground. Nice shot for 4.
Okay, cool. Give me a yell if I'm needed to bat. Okay.
Can you ask her, did they replay the wides and no balls?
And did they replay the no balls? He's hung up on me. It is 6 ball overs.
Oh, right.
Jason Hoyt, so I thought... Okay, so 83 for 4. We're in the 15th over.
Oh, that's a full toss. And he misses it, does Hurley, and he's furious with himself.
So let's try and do the math on this. We're like 17 plus 38. I'd love to know what 17 plus 38 is. You got 5 there, that's 17.
And I think this scoreboard's a bit behind the... Because I think this is the 16th over, not the 15th over. Oh, yes, there we go.
Yeah, we're in the...
They'll get a couple.
So 16 plus 38 is 50. Too hungover to work out even basic math.
This is swept out to deep mid wicket. It's painful, isn't it?
It must be terrible.
I'm usually quite good with maths,
so am I.
Matty. And
it was my topic at school.
And I don't know if it's it's because of you that my mathematical brain is suddenly disengaged, but this is defended, and this is my concern with our ring in here. Is looks a good player, but he also looks quite defensive. And he gets 2 there. Full credit to him.
Okay, so it's 88 for 4. So our scoreboard's not... The problem is here is our scoreboard's not changing on the screen in front of us here. So it's 88 for 4.
After 16.
Yeah,
so
after 16.
24 balls, 50 to get.
So basically two a ball at this stage.
Yes.
Apologies for the lack of support the lack of support that me and Jason Hoyt have here in the commentary box.
Yeah, we're struggling technically here, to be honest.
And look, some people would say, did you guys do your homework? And the answer is no.
Absolutely not.
No homework at all. And unless homework is staying up all night drinking. And
sure.
then, yes, we did do our homework.
Oh, it's marshy too. Oh. So yeah, and no Kyle Mills. I thought he was in this side, but fortunately for the ACC, he's not, thank God. This is float a slow ball there to Hurley. Tries to tonk him over mid-wicket.
Yeah, it's getting desperate now for the ACC. 50 runs to get. And...
lovely little off-spinners. Smashed out to Manukau corner for a single. So 1 run off 3 balls thus far.
It's not enough. We need essentially 2 runs a ball at this stage. And Kurt, he's the competition winner. I think he's got something in him.
Yeah, but as I say, he looks like he can bat, but he's also playing. He's not looking for the big shots. He's just looking to nurdle it around, which is not what the ACC need right now. Oh, that spins viciously down the leg side.
Still 49 runs to get as we move into the 17th over.
No, that's the 17th done, so we've got...
What we're dealing with here is 2 scoreboards, and they don't match. So, you know, it's not... I'd like to apologise
And can I just say, it is 6 ball overs. We don't know if the wides and the no balls are replayed either, or they just count as a run.
We do know that the ACC are chasing 138 to win, and they currently have 89, and that we're in the 18th over. That's what we do know. So we've got 18 balls remaining.
Yes.
And
oh dear, smash through cover this one.
Go the ball.
Oh, look at that.
Go the ball.
Oh, 4 runs.
Makes it, yes. For a much-needed boundary for the ACC.
Yes. Very much needed. So
45 runs to get. 93 for 4 with 17 balls remaining. Target of 138. I think we're across the math now here.
Yes.
Although one scoreboard says 93, the other says 92.
Big rank full toss clipped in the air. Oh, and it's dropped.
Go for another run. You've got to do it.
Yes.
And they run 3.
2.
Did they only run?
Yeah,
they only run 2 in that time.
Hurley with his limp.
That's
But we
shocking.
had one great shot, actually, Matty, where I think there were 5 ACC members in the shot, out in the field, and every one of them was limping. 5 of our players, they were all limping.
Need to go for those, Ben Hurley, if you can get hold of that, because we're not going to get there on wides. It's a maximum 8 ball overs.
Oh,
so
is that what it
If you
is?
get a rank full toss down the leg side, you've got to smoke that. He can't hear me.
No. And I tell you
we're
what,
not
actually...
we're not going to get there on wides, Ben. Can someone send some bloody gloves out to them and say, we're not going to get there on wides. You have to swing it at mate. I'm starting to get nervous now because I'll have to pad up soon.
Oh, there's another shocker.
Is that a wide or a no ball? What is that? Yeah, it's a no ball.
Free hit.
So it's a free hit. So 95. Chasing 138.
Tonged out through mid-wicket, but just the single, sadly. Over seems to be going on quite long, so that is the over.
And adding to our dramas, apparently the commentary's cutting out as well. Cutting in and out. So we don't know anything. It's cutting in and out. It's an absolute shambles, much like the ACC's fielding effort.
I'll say this. The ACC need 42 off 12 deliveries.
That's easy math. 42 off 12 deliveries.
Yes.
Okay? And we can count that down without the help of a scoreboard.
So they need
essentially
21 and over from here.
They basically need 3.5 per delivery. So it's time to shit or get off the pot.
Oh,
and
defend it out to cover, and they'll get a single. That's not what's needed.
No, he remains on the potty, but he has not done his business.
No.
Ben Hurley. This is disappointing after that fantastic start by Dylan Cleaver and Keesey.
Yeah.
It all went wrong when Mike Lane ran out Keesey. That was the...
Yeah, that was the shocker. The running. Oh, there's going to be a run out here. Oh, no. No. There should have been, but there wasn't. But nonetheless, it was only a single, which is not enough.
Yeah, 99. It's slipping away. It's slipping away from the ACC 11. Again. So, winless in 5 years, and if something spectacular happens.
Oh, swing and a miss from Hurley.
And it doesn't. 100 up for the ACC. 100
Yeah.
for 4, but just too slow.
Too slow at the moment. We're in the 19th over. They need another 38 runs. Hurley smashes it out to cow corner, but once again, just the one.
Is it time?
And a comeback for two.
Is it time to stop praising? I think Kurt is out, run out there, coming back for the second. So the ACC 11 in all kinds of trouble at 101 for 5. Is it time to stop complimenting Dylan Cleaver and Keesey and start laying into them for not scoring quick enough?
Well,
is it actually time for us to start apportioning blame?
They got off to a hiss and a roar, but then there was a sort of 3 or 4 over spell, Matty, where the run rate dropped dramatically. G'day, and Mogi.
Monogio.
It's
enters
a
the
sad,
caravan
it's a sad
and I'm
whimpering
embarrassed-
end.
I'm embarrassed to see him actually after the ACC's performance. It's once again I go for that metaphor of the cat that's made a mess and is trying to scratch back on it. And
Yes.
The last thing we want is Monogio finding out about those 11 drop catches.
Well, he'll be stoked about Keezy though. He
Keezy's
got us
got
off
up.
to a flyer, a plus 50 in the opening stand there, and then he got tragically and horrifically run out by Mike Lane. Last over now. Oh, a little inside edges. What do they need? 38 off the last over. So statistically, well, no, still possible, I suppose.
Still possible. The last over it can unlimited. It's not it's not limited to 8 overs, so we could get there on extras.
Is it not? Did we know that? Did we? Oh, and they've got their best bowler on, so that's not going to happen. It's going to be a run out. Oh no.
No, you run again there. You have to. And the real tragedy is I don't get to bat, and I only got given 1 over. That's the real tragedy of the game. And is that the difference? Do you think, Jason?
Quite possibly, Matt. If you had been given another over, just to tighten the screws like you do, and some lusty hitting from you at the end of the innings, it could have been the difference. You're right.
Well, they're not going to run there. Run!
Why did they say no ball there? That's weird. What?
Oh, it's a free hit here. Can Ben Hurley hit it for 30 and win us this game?
Oh,
I've got to say calling is another issue for the ACC 11.
I just think... I think the biggest issue, when I was watching it was great to have that chance, to have that perspective, Matty, to be on the screen watching you guys out in the field. Physical deterioration, I think is... Oh, and he's clean bowled him, is probably the most significant issue for the ACC team, and that's it. That's the end of the match, is it? Is it? Oh, no.
No.
Pants Man's coming out to have a tonk.
Oh,
Maybe 1 or 2 balls left.
The dirty pants man coming out to bat. He bowled at a hell of a clip. It was.
He did. He was nippy.
He was nippy. It was all over the shop. It was sometimes right on the badge of the helmet, sometimes wide down the leg side. But he's got pace. He's 6'5", is the pants man, and he's got big levers.
Can I make the point, Matty? Actually, that's the kind of bowler you hate facing, who is pretty quick but massively erratic. So one ball could be an absolute peach outside the off stump. The next ball could be a beamer on your snoz.
Yeah, and he dropped some catches as well.
Yes, 2 absolute shitters.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised by. So, sadly for the ACC, it's going to be another loss. As he fires it in.
He was Heath Davis-like, wasn't he? Young pants man.
Yes.
Bowling. But yeah, sadly, looks like I'm not going to get a bat.
Are you sad about that, Matt? Be honest.
Happy about that, Jason?
You're happy about that?
I'm
Yes.
happy about that.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Well,
and I think that's it. It's all over, and the ACC lose by 34 runs in the end.
Winless over 5 years of competing in the Dulux 11 event. Catches, as we said, were a problem. We dropped 11, and 11 went up. A great platform was built by Keezy and Dylan Cleaver at the start of the innings with that 50-run partnership. Maybe a little bit slow, but we didn't capitalise on that. And poor calling. And you've got to say, an absolute squib of a performance from the ACC 11. But congratulations to the Titans. They will go into the final.
Yeah, some disappointing aspects to the game today, but the boys gave it everything they had to give. Outstanding debut from Keezy, some sloppy fielding, physical deterioration, mental fatigue, emotional crashing from the night before, and all those things combined. And unfortunately, the ACC could not reach the finish line.
Well, there's some clear things that we can work on. If there's one silver lining, is that the things we need to work on are clear. It's we need to work on the fielding, we need to work on the batting, and we need to work on the ageing.
Yes.
I think the ageing is a big problem for the ACC.
The physical
11.
deterioration was key there,
Yeah.
and Well, there you go. I need to go wheeze.
Yeah, so do I. So we'll be back for the final in a period of time.